back to Beyond the Sprue. My name is Jim. This is the channel that gives you regular updates on the scale model world. We don't mess around. I don't receive payment in money or gifts, unlike other channels. And let's get into the question and then the models. So the question for this week is: the Junkers Larsson JL6 was an adaptation of which Junkers model? Was it A, J1, B, J4, C, F13, D, J7? Answers, as always, at the end. Let's have a look at what's coming out now. So kicking off this week is Mini-Art's announcements of an early production model of an M3 Stuart diesel. It's going to be in 1 1/35 scale. And it's coming with lots of photo etch and lots of high detail, as is Mini-Art's trademark, really. And this is going to come in several schemes, and those being the 2nd Armoured Division in Georgia, December 1941, US Marine Corps, and that's in autumn 1942, and the 80th Armoured Regiment, 8th Armoured Division, Fort Knox, 1942 as well. And Hobby Boss have announced a new 1 1/35 scale IDF Namer 1 IVF. We don't know when it's coming, but they have announced that it will be coming very soon. And Mini-Art are releasing a post-World War II recovery truck, a 1.5 German tow truck, and this was used in both the American and Soviet zones in the 1940s and early 1950s. Comes in 2 schemes, has photo etch parts, metal chain, and I'm sure we'll make for something interesting in a diorama. And Dadswerk are releasing a 135 Rakignac Panzer Jaguar 1, and this comes with 4 schemes, clear and PE parts. You can have 2 options for the tracks, link or length, and it comes with old or new optics heads option. I am sure many of you remember a company called Badger 3D Models. We've featured them quite a few times on this channel, and unfortunately recently they ceased to trade. However, one of the members of Badger 3D Models has now set up his own company called Osiris Models, and basically the partnership dissolved as far as I can understand, and he's took his part and is now producing some of the models. So if you were wanting one of these are some examples of his made up work. This is a 1/72 scale. They're highly detailed, they're really good value. Check out his website, Osiris Models, and we wish him all the best for the future. And new models are producing a Porsche 911 RSR. It's going to be the 2018 Le Mans GTE class winner, and looking really good. Their kits tend to be in 1 1/24 scale. And Hiroshima are producing a Lancer Evolution, and that's going to be 1/24 scale as well. And the realism of these kits once they're made up is incredible in my view. And this one really took my eye. This is a 1/9 scale BMW R18 Classic Meng motorbike, and it is so realistic. It is incredible, and the detail is superb. Crikey. It's if you can produce that sort of model, then you have my respect. It really does look excellent. And a company called KM Models are producing a 3D printed kit which can be made in 1/35, 1/48 or 1/72 scale, and it is the Leichter Schützenpanzerwagen, and if you're interested, their website's on the screen right now. You may remember last week I announced that Takom were producing a Panther in their new Blitz Super Series, and they've teamed up actually with Das Werk, and Das Werk will be offering the same kit, so don't go buying it twice. So if you see it as Das Werk, then it's also Takom's kit as well. And Mini are producing in 1/48 scale some North African, German and Italian pilots. ICM have announced a new set of 1/35 scale flak crew. And Verify are producing a 1/350 scale Imperial Japanese Navy Musashi battleship, and it's going to come in a standard and deluxe kit version. The deluxe will have photo etched metal cannons as well as 3D printed parts. And they're also producing a 1/350 scale Imperial Japanese Navy heavy cruiser, the Takeo, and I believe it's going to be in a standard and deluxe version as well. And Takom are producing a mega kit in 1/350 scale of a floating bridge pier, which includes 8 ships and obviously a floating bridge pier, and it's going to take up a bit of room, that I would imagine. And AIP are producing a 1/350 scale model of the HMS Belfast with its 1942 livery. And Academy have released a prototype of a new FA-50 Fighting Eagle kit. It's going to be in 1/48 scale, and new tooling and new sprues, and it looks very exciting. And ICM are releasing an L153 Luftwaffe with pilots and ground personnel, includes 2 Luftwaffe officers, a pilot and 4 ground personnel, and 3 marking options. And they're also releasing the AH-1G Cobra and the landing mat to go with that. And that's going to be in 1/48 scale. And Welsh Models have released a 1/144 scale freighter, a version of the Schultz Sterling Mark V, and that's going to be with the livery of Transair. And also in 1/144 scale, they've released a Crossair Metro 2, and that's going to be in, as I say, the Crossair livery. And Mini are releasing a Yonkers Larsen JL6 military service aircraft. It's going to come with 3 decal options, and the kit has some good detail and has photo etched parts included to enhance that detail. And Luftwaffe have now released their 3D printed 1/32 scale kits of the Curtis Jenny, the JN4, and also the JN4D. The kit comes as a regular set or as a premium set, and the premium set has additional wood linen effect decals and turnbuckles. And the Curtis Jenny JN4D comes with 7 schemes, and just the 4J comes with 5 schemes. And 5 molds are releasing next month in 1/72 scale Grumman F-14B Tomcat, and it's coming with 2 options for the VF-143 Puking Dogs. And they've kindly released some made up and finished models of that very plane. And back to Luftwaffe, who have also released a 40 3D printed kits of the PWS-10, and that's coming in 1/32 scale, 1/48 scale, and 1/72 scales. And there are several options. And as I said before on the channel, these are 3D printed kits. They come with different ways of making the models, and so you will need to develop different skills in order to make these. And IBG models are venturing into the field of 1/48 scale with a release of a PZL M18 Dromada, and this is a crop spraying aircraft, and they hope it will hit the stores in 2025, and it can be in a single and two-seater option, used in agriculture, firefighting and some military configurations. And RS models are re-releasing their 2012 tooling of the Airspeed Envoy, with some new box art and some new decals. So there's two boxings, 92296, and that scheme has 4 options, and 92298, and that scheme also has 4 options, and the Airspeed Envoy was a British airliner. That's the AS6 Envoy. And Eduard are soon releasing their profile pack of the BF 109E4, and that scale is going to be 1/32 scale. And Atelieri are releasing their new tooling of a 1/72 scale F-35C Lightning II. It's going to come with 4 schemes, and you get the masks that you need to mask up, and it has parts for the beast mode configuration, and you also masks for the RAM panelings. SBS models are making a Fiat G50, and this is going to be a 1/72 scale, and it's going to be made in resin. It comes with the photo etch parts and the masks that you need to complete the kit, and looks to be alright, actually. Looks quite good. And RareBirdModels.com are producing a Letiquier 631, which was a French transatlantic passenger flying boat. This is going to be a 1/144 scale. It is 3D printed, and they say it is for experienced modelers, and getting those parts off those sprues will be slightly tricky, and I would take them up on for experienced modelers. And Atelieri are also producing a P47D Thunderbolt, and that's going to be in 1/48 scale. And they've kindly provided us with some sprue shots, and it comes with 4 options for decals. And Models Fit are releasing the Mirage 2000B in 1/72 scale. Comes with 221 pieces, and this is going to be released in early December, and you've got PE parts and decals for 3 liveries for the French Air Force. And could I ask you a favor? Could you drop me a like and subscribe on the video, please? It means a lot, and as I say, I don't get any gifts or incentives to do these channels, but the likes, subscribes and comments do give me a nice boost to carry on doing these, so I'll be very grateful if you could do that. And now let's head off and get the answer to this week's question. So the Junkers Larsen JL6 was an adaptation of which Junkers model? And if you said CF13, you would have been correct. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye for now.